Crystal here with Melior Botanicals. This is my kitten. She wants to be in the video. Say hi,
She wants to be where the crystal girl will be.
That's right. So, this is my nighttime routine. My hair is curly and thin and fine. I'm trying to change that. I have this regrowth coming in from this serum. Every time I look up, I just have more and more and more growth, so I'm trying to just keep up with it now. Got all these little curls over here. I've never layered my hair, so all this growth is just new growth that just keeps coming in and coming in and coming in. So it's very exciting. This is a Melior Botanicals hair growth serum.
And that growth that you've been getting, you feel like you've been getting more of it since using the product?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have been playing with oils and different combinations of oils for over a year now, and this is the final product.
All right.
That has worked the best. So sometimes you get oils and they're way too sticky or way too thick. They're not absorbing very well. This oil, you put it in at night, and in the morning, it's gone. I actually put some in already today for, I just did a refresh. My hair was feeling kind of flat. So I did a quick scalp massage with the oil, just to kind of lift up the roots a little bit, and it helps my volume.
Okay, so it'll kind of give you body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
the
oil, and it's also the process of doing the scalp massage that kind of just gives you a little bit of lift.
Right on.
I had a gal that just did one of these
But
videos.
I think of oils as heavy. You would think oils would like tamp hair down.
If you put too much,
If
yes.
you put too much, okay. But
now
in small amounts.
That's what people, it doesn't it get greasy? Isn't it oily? No, because you're not using a bunch. You're not using like a whole dropper full. You're putting a few drops on, which I'll show you in a minute, rubbing it, and then massaging it into the scalp. So it will go into your scalp, into your skin. You're not putting it on your actual hair. Now, some girls do put this on their actual hair, but that's for a whole different kind of treatment. That's a hot oil treatment or a nourishing oil treatment for the hair that you don't necessarily want to leave in, or you want to mix it with something else to leave it in. If you're doing the LOC method, leave-in oil conditioner method, or leave-in oil cream method, then you want to get that in there and then scrunch it and put gel in. It's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
okay.
a whole different thing.
So this is meant to be at the root.
This is meant to be at the root. It is nourishing for your actual hair if you want to put it in there, but it will weigh you down a little bit. It's meant to be nourishing at the root.
So its primary goal is building more hair like on your edges or longer hair, and then secondarily you can use it to kind of like pick up volume on the spot.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about the oil. It has Jamaican black castor oil in it, which is amazing for hair growth. The CBD oil is also amazing for hair growth. It actually regulates your sebum production. It regulates the sebaceous gland. Sebum is your natural oil that you produce. Like, everyone has it.
Okay.
Just the oil on your skin is called sebum.
So why is it important to regulate it?
Because if you have too much, it can clog your follicles. It can clog your pores. It can do all kinds of bad stuff.
So again,
it makes you break out, or it clogs your hair.
I'm a hair newbie. Actually, now I have none at all. So if your follicles clog, that's what stymies the growth of hair?
That and inflammation.
Oh.
Inflammation is one of the top causes of alopecia, which is actually the technical term for baldness.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
Inflammation causes alopecia, and CBD is known to reduce inflammation.
Yeah, very much so. Okay, so that's
really
part of
good for that as well.
So not only is it increasing the blood flow and cellular regeneration, but it's also managing the sebum and fighting the inflammation. And inflammation is an is not good for hair growth.
That's, yeah, inflammation. Inflammation causes alopecia, which is hair loss.
Right, you got the drug Propecia. Right, I'm sure that's where it comes from.
Never heard of it.
Propecia? Well, that's another podcast. It's not even a podcast. Let's not get distracted here. Anyway, okay.
Anyway, so that's a little bit of background. It also has rosemary, which is really, really good. Rosemary, Moroccan rosemary, especially, really, really good for hair growth.
Uh-huh.
It has the cedarwood, Atlas cedarwood, which is really good for hair growth and strength. Lavender, which is good for everything, but it's really
what does
good for
everything
your skin.
mean?
I mean, lavender is just like the blanket, good for everything. It's just good for inflammation. It's good for hair growth. It's good for your skin.
Anxiety and sleep.
For anxiety. It's good for sleep. It's good for calming people down. It's good for everything. Lavender is like in everything.
Yeah, lavender's hot right now, that's for sure.
And peppermint. So peppermint is a stimulant, which is really good when you're trying to stimulate hair growth. So there's peppermint in here that it's not too much. It's just a little bit of peppermint. It's not going to burn you, but you will feel a slight cooling sensation, which brings blood flow and circulation and all this stuff that you need to regenerate those hair follicles and make them grow.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, and of course there's a little vitamin E. So
right on. Good. And the vitamin E is there to make it last longer by being an antioxidant.
Make it last longer, and vitamin E is just also it's like lavender. It's just good for everything skin related. Vitamin E, you can't go wrong with vitamin E. You always want. It's a good carrier. It's a good preservative. It's not a preservative. It's a good antioxidant. It's not a preservative.
So, what led you to find these oils and?
Well, I started losing my hair after I had my kids. And I breastfed both of them for 2 years, as you know. So I was breastfeeding and pregnant for 6 years, 7 years total, I think.
Uh-huh.
So my hair started falling out after I had the kids, and it was just growing back really thin and fine, and it just wasn't doing me any favors at all. And I always wanted thick, lush, long, gorgeous hair, and it just wasn't there.
Right.
And we can put some pictures up that are pretty good. As in bad. I thought my hair was doing all right, and it was not compared to how nice it looked.
Do you have that the before and after?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
can
should show
see
that.
it on there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did a little slide. You can pull it up really quick, see if we can do it. Pick to pick situation. Yeah, there we go. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so July, August. That is a big difference. Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was the year that it took me to formulate this. I actually started working on that a little bit before that trip to Utah. That was a trip to Utah that we took last year. So now I'm going to demonstrate how you put it on.
Okay,
so
cool.
It's very easy. There's been a little bit of confusion on this just because, I don't know, it's hard to write directions. Just put one drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. One drop on each fingertip. There you go. Rub it together. So this is 4 drops. Okay, and then you kind of want to go up and under the hair. So you try to avoid the actual hair as much as possible so you can get into the scalp. See, I'm going up and under. You just rub. One of my friends just did this live in one of my in my big Facebook groups, and she has really short curly hair. And by the time she was done, it was massive.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, well, what
She's
does that mean? I mean, like,
I want volume like this every day. I'm like, Autumn, you should do your scalp massages when you scrunch your crunch out.
you're using all these hair terms, the scrunch and the crunch.
After your hair's dry, you fluff it up, and then.
Well, it must add a lot of. It adds a lot of air.
So this also, the oil and the actual physical act of massaging your head also stimulates hair growth.
Gotcha.
So it's all of it. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to take my rings off for this next part. So. Oh, it's getting crazy. Actually, I have to take this off too. Look at that. Bam. A little bit of this. I do this before I go to bed, so you guys get to see me in the state that I'm in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky because I'm usually standing up when I do this. So flip it all over. So this is for the middle section. Let's work it in. Some gals use a lot more oil, but I don't want my hair to get weighed down, so I find that my sweet spot is 12 drops. Some people like to do a little bit more, which is fine. So that little bottle, this little bottle should last you 2.5 to 3 months.
If you're doing it every day.
No. Not every day. There's 300 drops in this bottle. So I do this 4 times a week. Okay. 12 drops. You do the math. You know I'm really good at math.
You said it was like 300...
300 drops.
300 drops. Okay, so that's like...
Let me get the back. And then I know that I have a thin spot right here in the middle. So I try to like give that a little extra attention.
Yeah, that's like half a year.
Yeah, the bottles last you a long time. So if you have a little sticker shock, just remember it's gonna last you a long time. You're gonna get these amazing benefits and the CBD. This is not like a bottle of shampoo you're buying that you're gonna have to replace in a month. Okay, so this is the final product. How do I look?
Ravishing.
Ravishing.
Very beautiful. All right.
Yes, so that's it.
Awesome.
All that chatter is just about, you know, it doesn't take long to apply.
So
then I sleep in it.
Okay.
And in the morning, you do what you do. If you wash your hair every day, you wash your hair. If you don't wash your hair every day, like I don't, then you don't. You just wear it how you normally would wear it. If you feel like it's a little bit greasy or whatever, give it a week or 2 of trying it. If you need to cut down the oil to less drops or something. But the sebum should start to regulate, the oil should start to penetrate deeper, and your pores will become unclogged, and it should just naturally progress into something that your body is accepting and flushing out yuckies and getting clean, nice new hairs to grow in. So,
all right.
That's that.
That's that. Thank you there, Crystal Girl, for
Thank
such
you.
a thorough explanation. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.